Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is Solo Predict Sports TV, and right now the studio is under a lot of pressure and tension. In fact, this is post-match reaction for the Man U and Brentford match that we just watched. All of us just watched it, and I don't know. I'm with some Man U fans, and I don't know how the studio is right now, but I want to get their thoughts. We have Omenka and Fun to deal with in the studio. In fact, me, I just try to stay away from them. Make I not receive one or two headphones, but they still have to talk about the game. Omenka, Alpha. Don't worry, we're going to agree with everything that you say because we all watched the match. So
yeah. Do you know the hardest part of being a Man fan? It's not even understanding what you watched. That is my biggest problem. You know, when you watch football, you will say, okay, we can identify this is where the mistake is, this is where the mistake is. Everything is a mistake. Coach, player, wives, player siblings, they are all mistakes. You start the game. How will a professional defender not know how to keep onside? We have even started the match. Those are the kind of things you don't know. You get the way match go started, you don't know say it's not for you today. As that first goal entered and I saw the goal, I'm not even sat down. Said we see the same camera. They adjust. Maguire don't do one nonsense. When I even say Jack Robinson, they don't fall do another thing. You can't even blame coach. You can't even blame players. I would not blame everybody. The coach in himself is too stubborn. This coach is going to make us relegate. But I'm not joking. We have relegation form. We are, if you look at it, if you check from when Amorim came to now, we have the worst win ratio. Meaning that if Amorim starts the season the way he started and continue now, we will be relegated because of his stubbornness. Not playing a midfield two in the Premier League is not possible. You are not playing with teams that came there to play with you. Every Premier League team has a player that can start in any big team. They do not come there and they are tactically sound. They get all the technologies where all the big teams get. If you go downgrade any Premier League team, you go collect. They have all the technologies, they have all the modern facilities, they can analyze, they can see your mistake and they can capitalize on it. And our coach's biggest mistake is his ability not to be able to adapt to games. You start something, you see that it's clearly not working. There is no shame in tweaking it.
Changing formation.
How will we be losing 2-1? You're bringing in defender. Are we defending the 2-1 for Brentford, or you want to also go and score Brentford? What's the plan? I'm not even blaming Bruno for missing penalty set because anybody feel miss penalty. You see when Meno came in. It's obvious that you can see that when Meno came in, just imagine a midfield where you have Meno, Ugarte, and Bruno. At least you have cover. There's a stability in the team. And I also blame the board because they see Amorim clearly say intact is no go fit wetin we dey do. Then carry their hand, go sign am. My only solace in this goal, at least Benjamin Sesko don score one. Na him be the only good thing wey I see for this thing. But if you continue with Amorim, I think it's high time. Amorim, no vex. I know say I no wan even hear your press conference because you guys, if they do your press conference, we will not speak to you. Then we not, I don't want to hear it. I think he needs to go or he needs to change. And the board, they don't want to admit that they made a mistake. Sacking Amorim is the board admitting that they made a mistake. And to double down on the mistake, they sacked Dan Ashworth. Because Dan Ashworth was against hiring Amorim because of his system. So you sack the person that you brought in as director of football that's supposed to tell you about football. Then you now bring in a coach that the director of football told you not to bring in. Then you are now doubling down so that you can not only prove that you sacked the director of football rightly, you are now proving now that you sacked the director of football wrongly. You are now proving now that this coach you brought that I was telling you that everybody can see that it doesn't fit the players you have. Instead of you to just admit now and just go, you now still want to stick to it.
I think he's just playing mind games with the board, Amorim, because when you hear someone say something like, no matter what you do, if you want to take me out of the board, take me out, but I will play what I want to play. It makes everybody be like, okay, let's sit and watch what you want to do. But this game clearly shows that, I mean, he doesn't really know what he's doing. I don't know if
Apart from
if
walking up and
yeah,
down,
apart from just
it's
smiling
clueless. It's clueless.
and walking up and down.
When your system is fundamentally wrong, all the players become bad. I'm really not the kind of person that wants a manager to be sacked. I don't push for it because I've gone through this thing like 5 times. At this point, I'm honestly telling you, I don't know whether it's manager or it's coach or it's the players. But right now, I'm leaning more towards the manager, because if the system do not fit the players, you are removing all the players from their best position to fit your system.
Exactly.
And when that starts to happen, the whole team will collapse on itself. Nobody knows their natural.
It's like they don't understand. They don't understand which place any player can play very well.
If somebody is used to running left, running right, you come and tell the person to be running right. Naturally, the person will run left before you even remember that you're supposed to run right. So if you know that as a coach, your first job as a coach is to improve on what you have. Manage what you have. We cannot go and buy every single team and say, okay, play. That means we will relegate before we get there. No coach gets all his players. That is my problem with AMORIM.
What you have.
No coach gets all his players.
You work with what you have.
You work with what you have.
You work with what you have. Like
you build.
His decisions, I don't know, but he's the architect of this problem. I'm not even putting the. I can blame the players, but he is playing the players wrongly. Most of them in the wrong position. I don't even know why Bruno is playing the wing he's playing. To be honest with you, our midfield is shitty. Then Bruno is a captain of the team. A captain is a leader. He doesn't even. He's too emotional and hard balls when there's a little mistake. You see him getting angry, waving hand, give me the ball. That's not how a captain works. You've been a leader. You need to encourage your men to play better. You getting angry on everyone doesn't solve the problem. So for me, Bruno is not even doing the right thing. To be honest with you, I still don't know why he's even in that field. To be honest with you, I don't know what they played totally today. AMORIM should be sacked. AMORIM should no need of painting it, sugar coating it, or trying to make it feel nice. Because at his press conference now, he's gonna start emotionally blackmailing us, trying to make it feel like he has done this. See, to sack AMORIM is 18-19 million naira. Give him his money, let him bloody leave money for us.
He said he will not collect money. So
let him go if he doesn't want to collect any. How will he be losing in the 7-8 minutes? You've already considered one goal and no changes. Then I was so you could even make changes that could reflect on more goals or more win. Then they're taking it back. We'll get the balls and taking the balls back. Why always getting ball and going backwards? Why can't we go forward? We are losing 2-0. Players get ball and go back. Everyone. So I don't know why what's happening. It's so hard to me. I'm so pissed because this is like 5 years or 4 years now. We're going back and forth. The way it's going, we're going to relegation. If K is not taking, Man U is going for relegation. That's to be honest with you. So he needs to leave. Everyone needs to set up. And the first half, they didn't play with their soul. They didn't play with their mind. They came there to win. They played as if they're coming to play small team. From the blow of the first whistle, these guys have been firing us, beating us. We couldn't see their midfield.
Okay, I want to ask some questions. Let's look at the tactical angle of this match. Let's leave away emotions, because emotions are really rising. Mr. Fong, looking at this game, there are some errors that were not actually the fault of the coach. You understand? Some players were making some errors on their own part, which you cannot tie to the coach. Because even if the midfielders are with the ball, the forward men were not making the runs into the box so that they can defend the ball. What do you have to say? It's not a coaching error.
Just like as you said earlier, most of the players are playing the wrong. Bruno doesn't play 5 or play 4, whatever he's playing there. That is not his wing. Most of those players, he's playing the wrong. If you ask me, the problem starts with the coach. When you play a player on the right play with the field position where he's supposed to play, you don't expect Bruno to be playing on turn around or get the ball and run all the way to the midfield and give ball. That's not what Bruno plays. Or that's not when we sign him, what he plays for us.
Okay.
So he's playing every player wrongly. To be honest with you,
The players can't even run. What are you
Playing
going
every
to
player,
run?
every
Why are you
player
going to run when
wrongly.
you know that ball is not going to get to you?
Even Dogu where they run
No,
miss.
see, as a striker, when you are playing in a system that you are sure ball is going to come to you, make runs.
Thank you.
But mind you, all their forwards know that ball is not going to come to them. So if you notice, they keep dropping deep, and it still boils down to the system. I have been saying this thing. Alonso for Bayern Leverkusen plays the same formation that Amorim is playing.
Yes.
When he went to Madrid, why didn't he do the same thing? He adapted to what Madrid has, and see all the players are firing on us, saying that Mbappe won't kill himself with goal. Why can't Amorim do the same thing? You have Cunha, Sesko, Mbeumo, Bruno, Meno, Ugarte. Already, all of a sudden, it's the same team, but you have changed the full system. Everybody's comfortable in where they play. Dogu you are complaining about is not used to bombing down. They're not running like headless chicken. In fact, I don't even want to talk about Dalo, because if you ask me, I don't even see Dalo in that full. Did Dalo play? I keep seeing, the only time I saw Dalo was when he was
throwing the ball.
When he was coming for throw. Thank God we said it simultaneously.
Only when he's throwing the ball. You see him by the left, he's throwing the ball by the left, throwing the ball by the right.
Right.
He
That's
was
not
not,
for
he
throwing.
was not in the game.
That's
I don't know
what
why
I
what
saw
was doing there.
If Amorim does not change this system, we are going to be relegated.
But we've seen other coaches do the same thing and it works out for them.
Because they have the profile of the players.
Hold on. Let me come.
Okay.
Let's go back to Chelsea when Antonio Conte was selected as coach. You know, he tried what was on ground and it wasn't giving him results. Then he switched to 3-5-2. That was what he used to end the season and converted this Nigerian what's his name? Victor Moses to a wing back. And in fact, Victor Moses had never been very effective, even as a 7 compared to the wing back position.
Yes.
We've seen coaches that they stood their ground. So, but don't you think maybe you guys need to give Amorim's tactics a little patience?
I don't blame you because you're a Liverpool fan. You want us to go to relegation. That will keep giving him chances before we go. Let's give him chances. How long are we trying to trigger? We finished 15th last season.
What chance do you want to do?
15th last season. And we are starting the season
Which
with
part
quality.
of our view we have played 23 matches? And
something
I have lost. I have won only 9 matches.
Only 8 matches.
That's why you don't understand.
You say let's give him more chances. Okay, what are you trying to say?
Wait, you guys should relax. If you ask me, Amorim's outlook on the last game before this game wasn't this bad.
True.
Do you understand? It wasn't this bad because
the only reason I won that game, red card. Trust me.
We are Man fans, so we make match.
The only reason I won
if
that
Chelsea
game
was complete on that match, we dropped 3-0.
Imagine
if there was more time.
Hey,
if they have given Chelsea 3 minutes extra, trust me, that game would have been 2-2 or 3-1 on Chelsea.
Even if Chelsea allowed, if that Sanchez allowed Mbeumo score, Chelsea will equalize and win. When your system is bad, we watch the game now. We are losing matches and looking terrible.
The guys don't look motivated at all.
I don't mind losing matches. When you lose matches looking terrible, it's a problem. It's a different thing when you lose match, you're gonna say okay.
Honorably.
One or two things need to adjust.
Just like Chelsea.
But when you lose match you cannot tell me, you as a Liverpool fan now cannot tell me what Amorim needs to do next.
Yeah.
I cannot tell you what
Amorim needs to do next. We lost to Arsenal, but we played a fantastic game.
True.
Arsenal knew we played game. They knew that
we
came with our heart to play. That was supposed to with the biggest losers lost that game. But this match, trust me, we have no reason to win. We had no reason to win this match because we were not even playing. Our hearts were not in that game.
And again, why we're able to outplay Arsenal is because we can play counter-attack.
Okay.
Man U naturally is counter-attack. So it was that Arsenal game pressing us is easy.
Right from
but
the
once
time
you give us the ball
Ferguson
to play, right now, anything that wants to beat Man U, allow them play, they play nonsense. Because by the time the keeper gives the ball to the defender, he doesn't have any midfielder.
Exactly. So that's what I was gonna point out.
We now shoot one long ball trying to aim for the other wing back. That is where the problem is already. But if you now change your structure where you have a back four, your CDM can come and receive the ball. You will stretch, you spread the pitch. You said something about Conte. But let me even go back to that. Conte had Kante. Conte had Kante.
No.
He never had Kante. He had the midfield and the wing backs. I can remember Xabi Alonso. If I was what Marcos Alonso
was